ends. I mean, it just keeps going. It's like the freestyles. Like when I'm doing freestyles, it just never ends. You have to keep moving the mouth, moving the momentum, the forward momentum. It's the work without the doer, and it's the life which is the real, which you experience fully when you do action without the doer. I mean, that's the clearest form of action you'll ever experience. That's why work appears effortless at times. Due to that experience, that constant experience, and going back to that constant doing experience, which can talk about emptiness. I mean, at times I don't have enough work, and it creates a situation where the is filled with otherness of other people, basically looking at me and my emptiness with nothing to do, and they're so busy. I don't fully understand why I don't have a lot to do and why the structure's the way it is, but I'm not changing the structure to be busy. Although I am, in ways. I mean, it's ailing horribly, so I have to become busier and become more potent. The same way with the employee handbook thing. I think I kind of dropped the power cord into the monkey wrench of the proceedings and the circus environment, and weighed in with a chiming designated hitter type home run caliber synopsis of basically what's going down. And there's a lot of different methods and ways that you can kind of go down firing. A lot of people have done their grand displays walking out, and generally, I mean, I hate to break it to you, corporate lie 101 is they don't care. I mean, there's a certain anesthetized environment that's created in the fruition of it, which is develops over years and years. Posted brainwashing the employee handbook and Satanism. That's pretty funny, actually. And I have this new one. This is actually kind of fun. I don't even know if people take to these per se. Well, I'm going to put this new one up. Who knows? This might be my most popular series. It's funny. You guys are funny. Get me doing this madness. Smile. Have a pleasing personality. Assemble a pleasing personality. Assemble an attractive, pleasing personality. Appropriate use of words. That's a good one. I think whenever I hear myself say I more than just think. I actually mostly think. I don't usually say this out loud. Of course, when I do have a video camera in front of me, I do tend to do that. Now, methods of developing a positive mental attitude. Maybe it'd be quick to run down. Makes sense to run down these, a couple of these now, just for own strength and mind. Recognize that your mental attitude is the only thing over which you and only you have complete control. Your mental attitude, your consciousness, your existence, what you have, what you experience, is the only thing you have control over. Basically, that's what they're saying. They're not saying anything too out of the ordinary. Realize and prove to your own satisfaction by making it so that every adversity, sorrow, or defeat, whether or not you cause it to happen, contains a seed of equivalent benefit, which you can nurture into a blessing that soars above the disaster that brought it. So, I mean, you can always overcome any situation at any time, no matter what it is, no matter what you experience or where you're brought into. I mean, it's just very simple. It's automatic. It's second nature, and it's like a clean sweep. It's like with Drunk Bomb when he talks about the dot and the immediacy of the moment and the presence of that moment, and being able to act in a full and I actually did this in one of my early beginning video, where the swooping of the movement of the tennis racket in the beginnings video, just right on the dot, boom. When you take that glass of water then you take that glass of nice, clean, fresh, cold water. That first sip is that moment where you're on that dot. You're just nailed there into the immediacy of that moment and the experience of that. And then the stroke is the motion that comes from that. So from that dot, from that, there's a movement that develops from that initial. So let me, rather than belaboring it on my own, let me go to the text that actually talks about this. And let's just let the master, through the words of the apprentice, we'll just touch on this. Okay. So we were just talking about earlier. We were talking about smiling, tone of voice, effective speech, and effective use of words, synchronizing mind and body, and how they work together. Or in this case, synchronizing head, and mind, body, and camera. The dot was not produced by anybody. The dot was not produced by anybody. It's the source of basic goodness is diffused, or the starting point. It's the beginning. It's that primordial experience. A picture of my teacher. He died. Never got to meet him. He is my teacher, my guru. It's wonderful. Realize there's no one out there that's going to help you outside of yourself. There's no doctor. The terror, everything that you experience, I mean, that's yours. And you need to save yourself. And dignity means having consideration for others, regardless of what they've done to you. That's the thing. I mean, it's just this thing of revenge and getting back at people and what they've done to you. I can't even. I mean, I guess the hardest and the most basic thing is to have understanding through that, and try to like the Becker quote of synthesizing through those thoughts and those minds, and hope these people live peaceful, coexisting lives. I mean, there's so many people. I mean, I can't go out here and pick anyone, but definitely because they look different. I mean, look at the West Memphis 3, that whole fiasco. And God, I mean, everybody knows it's. That's my whole employee handbook jive, is the whole thing about this appearance gig up, this is with change and everything. I mean, what you see is what's set for that moment, so get ready to realize that it's just an external appearance of existence anyway. So that was the book I was talking about, the Keys to Success. This is Napoleon Hill one. That's where I was getting the smile stuff from. Alright, that's a wrap for that. I'm going to put this one up.